you're playing for the tribe. And that's, I think, something that really changed my view. Like, it's not just me, it's something much bigger than me.
William & Mary is an academic institution. Like, don't let nobody's gonna fool you on that one.
Here you're always against the wall. You're always fired up to do well in class. You're always being stretched in class.
It really came down to UVA or here. I kind of like the idea of a smaller school, more intimate relations with your professors and the other students.
It was the only place that I was looking at where I could pursue really, really high-level academics and not sacrifice anything in the golf world.
For the most part, professors are very understanding. I mean, you will come across the professor when you tell him you're an athlete. He's like, that's not my problem.
You better not be one of those guys who just thinks you're a celebrity, doesn't talk to the William & Mary students, because there's celebrities on the field and there's celebrities in the classroom.
Right now my GPA is right at 3.6.
Last semester I was in a finance class, and honestly it's probably the most challenging class. I'm not going to say difficult.
When you get the exam and it drops on the desk, I've always felt comfortable because I know that I've always been fully prepared for it.
I've definitely had some times when I've done poorly on a quiz or a test or a final, and you have to learn, what did I do wrong? What can I do better next time? How did I study for this that was not adequate?
I was quantifying the gap between the brain and the skull and how that gap changes with age in the pediatric population. And they're going to use it to make a finite element model.
I didn't get an A in a class, but the grade I had, I would say I'm proud of that grade and a lot of the A's I've had. Yeah. Yeah.
Things take a hit sometimes, sleeping, social life, they do take a hit.
I actually hang out a lot with people outside of my team, regular students, yeah.
Film majors and English majors and just a lot of from different walks of life, a lot of painters that I seem to be friends with, a lot of photographers, and they fuel my artistic creativity.
And you'll see a bunch of just diverse groups, you know, whether you're eating in the caf or at the library, you'll see just people who, they hang out together, just doing work, you know, and then afterwards having fun, you know, playing video games, anything.
So we'll sit around and we'll talk about opera, or we'll talk about a philosopher, or talk about art, and it's just really nice to get away from neurons or golf balls for a little while, you know.
I'm going to take my LSATs in the fall, and I want to go to law school either in the fall of 2011 or 2012.
I'm thinking about either an MBA or a Master's of Accounting program. My
main goal, actually, besides football, is to one day be able to open up a jazz lounge / restaurant. So I wanted to always make sure that when I opened my restaurant, that I would always be good on numbers, so I could stay on top of my money and my finances.
Going back with whatever I get from here and try to make an influence, maybe politically, which is way in the back of my mind, but just in any way that I can.
William & Mary deserves to be able to give back to students for years and generations, and I think in any way that I can help that would be amazing. So I'll continue to give. As soon as I get a job, I'll be giving more and more.
And you feel like you're part of a family, like the program never leaves you, and hopefully you also never leave the program.
Keep my competitive juices going, you know, competing against other restaurants.
I'm hoping 20 years from now, if I have kids, that they'll be looking at William & Mary.
Beating UVA, that was probably my favorite school coming out of high school. They did me wrong, but we got them back. We got them back.